Adventurers!
Hi!
We're back for episode 2
of A Very Adventure Vodcast.
And wow, what a week. And by week, I mean day.
And by day, you mean 30 minutes of the premiere.
It was amazing.
It was amazing! It was
so good.
It was also the hardest I've had to think since the last season of The Venture Brothers. And way too hard to think about at midnight. But after multiple viewings, I feel like I pretty much comprehend everything that happened. So,
there were lots of notes taken.
There are way too many notes taken about a show that's a cartoon that lasts half an hour and not even half an hour because there are commercials.
So let's get started.
Okay. Well, first of all, we want to say that if you haven't seen the premiere, you should run away screaming right now and go watch it. It's actually available on adultswim.com. And
they're going to be playing it every night at 12:30 because there was some goof up.
And it wasn't...
And because we need it.
And it wasn't showing everywhere in the U.S. Can you imagine if it didn't show up, like, at 12? Like, on Sunday? We would have freaked out. It would have been bad.
I don't really think about that.
I think there would be, like...
There would be blood.
Yeah. Blood involved. Yes. And I would wake up, like, 3 days later, like, laying in the street. Laying in the street. This episode was written by Doc and Jackson Publick. And it was a collaboration, and like right before the episode, I guess it was like a couple hours, Jackson's updated his live journal to talk about the premiere, and put a picture that I later recognized as the picture of Sasquatch and
from Samson's Art Therapy.
Yeah, and the Bionic Man, which Brock drew. And
but at the time, it was really confusing.
And Jackson had a tip to watch it multiple times, and he said that the clue would be to watch Hank's hair throughout the episode
in order to get a feel for the timeline. However, I felt like watching Brock's hair was a little easier.
So much easier.
Also, his weight. But I mean, like, it was buzz, and then I would like get higher and higher, and the very end it was like back to mullet style. So, you know, it got a little shaggedy in between.
It was
also to be noted. It was 9 months worth of time.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of hair growth going on.
Apparently it takes 9 months to grow back a mullet. Good to know. A
bushy one.
Good to know. We have put together, I think, what we think are like the things that are really important to take from the episode, and we just want to run through them really quick. So, do you want to start off?
Number 1, Helper's alive. Except for maybe not.
I love Helper, so I was so glad. But, so he comes back as the Walking Eye.
Right. Well, first, he is embedded into Brock's chest as a beating heart.
Yeah.
His heart.
Which is...
Robot heart, keeping us alive.
Right, which is actually brings me to the title of the episode, which, silly me, is Blood of the Father, Heart of Steel. And I believe the Heart of Steel is Helper's head, and the Blood of the Father is the Hitler blood the dog had, because he says something like it's the blood of our leader or something like that.
Right.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
So at the very end, he, once again, might be dead.
Yeah, because Orpheus might have exploded him.
Ray of lightning power.
That killed all the Nazis, but...
Helper, it looks like Helper went down, so it might not be good news for him.
I really hope he's okay, though, so...
Me too, I love Helper.
I know, I love him. And now that Hank's, or Brock's not there, they really need, like, a mommy to take care of them, so... Also, Sergeant Hatred, is apparently brainwashed and not a pedophile anymore.
I'm having a hard time believing this.
Both, or one or the other?
The brainwash I can see. The pedophile, not so much. If you remember when we were talking about our rumors and speculation, dun dun dun,
dun dun dun.
There was a scene in the previews for the whole season with Sergeant Hatred in bed with Billy the Quiz Boy. And something tells me once a pedophile, always a pedophile. It's not really something that you can brainwash out of one. The love for young boys.
I think we're getting pretty political. I think we should be careful. But at least at the moment, he seems very harmless. Although, Dr. Fincher is very brave to let him just waltz right in and be their new bodyguard. So
around his young sons that he cares so much for.
I know, that's true.
He's so fatherly.
He loves them so much. But it seems that Sergeant Hatred's doing pretty well. He gains Hank's trust and convinces him to wear the new Venture Blues, the speed suit outfit, by being shot. This is mysterious and manly, and I guess that made sense.
I don't really get it. It must be a guy thing. But Hatred convinces Hank to shoot him.
Yes.
All in the sense of trusting each other?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay.
And then 21, another thing, is back in action. And he's trying to get 24 back like the entire episode, but failing, I'm pretty sure. Venture says it.
He says no. He's too busy with the cloning of the Nazis and all of that stuff. So he basically turns him down. He does give him a comic book as payment. 21 gives it to Dr. Venture.
To clone
24. Mm-hmm. He has a severed finger, I think, as cloning material. Yeah. Although, I did see him at the end of the episode walking around with his head. So I'm wondering what happened to that.
I guess it's morbid. I hope he didn't, hold on to it or something.
I have a feeling we might be seeing it again.
Oh, God. Well, we did see his face on the plane that had been vandalized, which, again, question, does anyone else know how they got the plane? Like the Venture plane? The Venture jet? I'm not sure.
Also, there was a RIP 24 on there.
Yeah, it was pretty cute. And then the second time that we see 21, he's going to Orpheus to solicit him to get him to help him raise 24. And to which Orpheus says,
well, I'm not really a necromancer. I just really like the name. It sounds cool. So he can't help him bring 24 back, but he does have a cool name.
So another interesting thing about 21 now is the second time he makes an appearance, he is wearing a pseudo supervillain outfit, and it's very reminiscent of the Monarch when he was midnighting as the Monarch when he was actually a henchman himself.
Would you really call that a supervillain costume?
What 24 was wearing?
There was long hair and I think a furry armor thing. Yeah.
Well, he actually has a crew, which puts him ahead of the game as far as the Monarch was going.
That's true.
When he was a henchman, it's his LARP crew.
Orchard Street, right?
Yeah.
Orchard.
And it's pretty cool. I kind of want to get on that. It seems fun.
Live action role playing.
And so I'm completely, that was not explained at all. So
No.
I'm completely fascinated to see what's happening
What
next
is
week.
this story?
Another important thing is that Brock gives Dean his communicator watch the first time he shows up, and that's when he still has the helper situation going on. And I don't know why he gave him his communicator watch. Thoughts?
I feel like it's a ... kind of situation to be determined. There's got to be some reason for it.
Is it something really simple, or he just doesn't want to be? I don't know. I don't know why he would take time to do that. I'm not putting it together.
I feel like he's trying to get a little bit off the radar, and he kind of needs to be not in hiding, but kind of detached from all of that world for a while, and it might even be for their protection.